So my mom found somewhere in settings or something that it said I had increased range of motion, but
Sure.
I wasn't sure how to tell if that was passive or active range of motion that increased.
Good question. Yeah, so when it comes to let's see here, the actual reports. Now, those reports, for instance, will show the composite, which is basically the assistive range of motion. And that
Okay.
is basically how much you can do with help. So it's going to be a combination of the two. Now, what we're rolling out soon, and the data is there available. We're just making sure we get the final polishing touches, if you will, on the way that the data is presented. Because honestly, the data is really busy. It's hard to actually look at it because it's so granular. And by granular, I mean we're collecting 20 to 50 times a second those bits of data, and so it's kind of hard to just see. And so what we're going to do is we're going to send out in next version of the reports information about your passive range of motion and your active range of motion, and then the assistive. And we're working with some very cool computer science engineers to be able to back out exactly what is sort of dependent, or what your movements depend on with the Motus hand, sort of what is attributed to the assistance versus what is you. It's a really challenging question to answer simply because there's a bunch of nonlinearities in these things.
Mhm.
But that being said, the next version will make it much more clear in terms of this is your improvements in passive and this is your improvements in active. But to answer your question
Okay.
specifically, it's a combination at the moment.